Right, so here's the last one from the day, Sarah, that I love so much, and the ball flight was really sweet. Yeah, in fact, this one was a little shorter, wasn't it, than the last one we recorded? Yeah. Ooh, so that looks a lot like the tour player over here. The length of her swing. Yeah, look at that. Look at this, Phil. See, yeah, no, it's about the same. There's the length of the swing being the same as the tour players there. So I like that a lot. And then here it's around the plane line. The good ball flight, you see, got it right around the sweet spot. The ball pop up in the air nicely. A little lower than we'd like there, but look how good the triangle is. If your triangle is bad, we'd see your left elbow or your right elbow reeled down off your torso there. So that is great, Sarah. And then these other ones we got on the video today. There's that 3-wood that you hit pretty well. I mean, you can see the ball flight all the way down into the range there. See what I mean? You hit that one pretty well. So, but again, now you can appreciate how that club, see how that's going to make it more inconsistent when the club heads that far away from the plane line at the top of the backswing, whereas here you see how close it is to the plane line. This is taking the scenic route by way of Fort Wayne, Terre Haute, or wherever you were. See what I mean? Yeah, Terre Haute. I mean, we're going to Terre Haute, come back to Indy, and then getting back to Cincinnati. And I'm saying, hey, let's just keep it to Indianapolis right about there, right? And then come back down to Cincinnati there. All right? And again, now your setup, again, see your hands got farther away from your legs than here. See how you kind of squatted down. Remember I said you're on your heels? I want you to do that little balancing act there between the heels, toes, and then 50-50, and then just go 60% onto your toes. And then, so you got a little taller. See what I mean? And see how the line got a little more vertical? Just getting those hands away from your legs a little bit. But this is where you started, getting it on plane. And there's that good finish with those arms extended. I mean, that looks so good, Sarah. Look at that. That's what you're after, girl. I'll give that a blue line, too. I like that a bunch. And that was the practice swing. So I really want this to just ruminate for you. Let it really sink in here. Next few days until I see you again. Okay? Right. Any other questions about that? Or observations? Good, consistent ball flights. I like that a lot. With the short. This is Joel Suggs. I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend and showing you your swing on the 2D equipment that I have. And so I want to take about 2 or 3 minutes to just show you around Meadowlinks. This is the studio I use in the winter for all my students. You see there's the down-the-line camera angle for our 2D equipment. And then we have the face-on camera angle also. And then what we also have here is 3D equipment to where I can show you your swing from 6 different camera angles with this 3D equipment. And we can get your swing from down to the 1/120th of a second in terms of exactly what your hips, shoulders, and hands are doing in the swing. And then also, I have the most realistic hitting curve I've ever seen from puttersedge.com. So when you hit your full shots, it feels as realistic as possible. And then I have 3 different green speeds for you to practice your putting. 9.5 on the step meter, 10.5 on the step meter, and 12.5 on the step meter. That's benefited my students tremendously. And then also I have a lot of learning aids like this Smart Stick. You can see the rest of those learning aids over here in my bag that we can work on to help you learn the certain fields in your golf swing that you and I both want. And then also I help my students a lot with their equipment through the winter. This is a frequency analyzer where we twang your club and it gives us a reading here. And then also we plot your whole set, each club on these lines to see if the set is really matched or not. Quite often they aren't, and it helps my students tremendously when they find out what clubs are the offending clubs. Then if we get tired of being indoors and we want to go outdoors and hit some, we can do that. It's my daughter! Ellie! Good to see you. I haven't seen her in weeks. No wonder you've been gone, Ellie. You've been out here playing in the snow all this time. But this is our natural turf area. This is closed until April, as you can see. But it's a fantastic area where we can step outside and hit some balls and get some real ball flight. Or, if we get pretty satisfied that things are looking better on the video here, we're kind of cooped up inside and want to go outside, we can step on out and hit balls and see real ball flight for about 5 or 10 or 15 minutes, however long you and I can stand the cold, out into the air, and we see them land at these different flags. I have a yardage book for this driving range. It's the first one I've ever seen in my life where we know exactly what it is with the front, back, and middle of each green. And again, the covered area here is heated, so we stay out there for about 5, 10, 15 minutes, like I said. It enables us to see some ball flight, and then we get satisfied that things are looking the way we want, and we can come back inside, take off our coat, and look again at the video equipment to see how your swing's looking, to make sure that you understand it. And then notice too, my exercise ball up top here, and then also, so I help my students a lot with their fitness through the winter, and then I will help you also with your sports psychology, with your golf psychology from the golfpsych.com people down in Texas. That's helped my students tremendously a lot over the years too. So again, I sure enjoyed meeting you down at the Cincinnati Golf Show this weekend. I look forward to seeing you again out here this summer at Meadowlinks, or even right now in the winter. I have a lot of people that work on their games with me right through the winter. Check out more information about the things I do to help you at joelsuggs.com. Take care.